Hey everybody, I want to welcome you to our party tonight. And my name is Sabrina Williams, and I'm a Silver Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And tonight, my friend Dina and I are going to share with you about the new XFactor Kids Multivitamin Plus Probiotic. So first, I want to introduce Dina, and her and I would never have met if we didn't start Plexus. Like, I can't believe our lives would have never crossed, but they wouldn't have. And so now I'm so honored to call her my friend. We are power partners and we work this thing together. And so she is a pharmacist, 29 years, and she is a newly married lady. So congratulations for that. And I'm going to hand it over to her so she can tell you everything scientific that you need to know. And we can have a little questions afterwards if you have questions about the ingredients. And then we'll go from there. All right, Dina, all yours.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. Like Sabrina said, I'm a pharmacist. I practiced for 29 years. I recently got out of the rat race. I have been with Plexus for a little over 2 years. First thing I want to say about Plexus is I'm so over the top impressed with their formulations that they use. And today we're going to talk about the XFactor Kids. I actually ordered a bottle. I don't have little kids. I got it anyway. I wanted to see what it tasted like. And I'm going to send out samples so people can taste it too. The biggest thing about this XFactor Kids, and even in our adult vitamins, is that Plexus uses the raw formulations, the natural formulations of vitamins. If you pick up any brand off the drugstore shelves or the grocery store shelves, they're going to 9 times out of 10, and probably more than that, 10 times out of 10, unless you go to some place that's really organic, is going to have synthetic vitamins in it. What that means to us is that when you take a synthetic vitamin, your body actually has to convert that to the raw form in order for it to be absorbed. If your body doesn't do that, it doesn't absorb anything. So you're either peeing it out or you're storing it in places it's not supposed to be. Plexus goes over the top. They manufacture these vitamins with the raw formulations. My guess is when people do that, the other manufacturers do the synthetic because it's actually a cheaper form. It's a cheaper process. So Plexus does not cut corners. They do it the right way, and I'm extremely impressed with that. I want to talk about one specific vitamin that they do that with, and that's folic acid. Folic acid has to be converted to folate in order for us to absorb it. There is a genetic mutation that 40% of people have in the United States that cannot convert folic acid to folate. So 2 things happen when that occurs. You don't get the folate, so you don't get any benefits. And then you get a buildup of folic acid, which causes all kinds of problems. So folate is in XFactor Kids. It's also in our adult XFactor. And that's not the only vitamin they use the raw form. They use the vitamin K form, which is new in the XFactor Kids. There's a K1. I don't want to get too scientific. If I get too scientific, I apologize, but I'm very excited about what they do. Vitamin K has 2 forms. There's K1, which everybody knows, or when you think of vitamin K, you should think blood clot, because that's what vitamin K1 does. It clots your blood. Vitamin K2, which I hardly ever see in a vitamin, is the highly absorbable form of K. It does, I got to check my notes a little bit. It's important in bone, heart, and dental health. Half of adult population are deficient in vitamin K. I know we're talking about the kids' vitamin, but when you start with the kids, as adults, you won't be deficient. So you start them early, and you'll be okay when they get older. The other raw formulations that they use, B12 is a big one, vitamin E, vitamin A, and vitamin D. So they have 13 essential vitamins in this formulation. The other thing they did is they added probiotics. So not only do you get the multivitamin in this chewable tablet, you get probiotics. So that's a 2-in-1. You give your kid 1 tablet or 2 tablets, depending on how old they are, and you're done. You don't have to give them 2 different things. The 3 probiotics that they added, 2 of them are lactobacillus, and 1 of them, I have to look because it's very complicated, bifidobacterium. One of my favorites, though, I gotta tell you. So when you think of a probiotic, you think gut health. It does stabilizes the flora, puts the good stuff back in. Everybody knows what a probiotic does. The bifidobacterium, there's other things that it does too. It helps lactose intolerance. It boosts your immune system, which they all do that by getting your gut flora healthy. It aids in oral health by suppressing strep overgrowth. I'm not saying it cures strep. I'm not saying any of this cures anything, but it suppresses the growth of strep. So you get kids in school, you know how that runs rampant in the school system. It also minimizes the effects of depression, anxiety, and other behavioral disorders. I mention that because if any of you follow any of us on Plexus, you're going to see us talk about the gut-brain connection. So there's a nerve called the vagus nerve that goes from the gut to the brain. So you hear about all the, like, we talk about 80% of our serotonin is manufactured in our gut. And you think, well, I don't need it in my gut. I need it up here. I need to feel better. Well, that vagus nerve transfers that up to your brain. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that happens in your gut that affects your mental health. That's huge. So that is about all I have, except for the dosing on this has changed too. The original formulation were for kids 4 and up. They've adjusted this to where you can give it from 2 years old and up. So the dosage is 1 tablet for 2 and 3-year-olds, and then 2 tablets for 4 and up. It's also scored, I noticed. I'll show you, see if y'all can see this. So it's scored in the middle, so you can actually break it in half. Now the benefit to that is if you want to break it up morning and night, or if your kid just doesn't want to chew the whole thing at one time, you can break it up, give them in half, give them in half. I'm going to say off the record that you could give this to younger than 2 years old if you have them. I didn't say that, but it's true. So that's all I've got. I'm going to turn it back over to Sabrina. She's going to talk about what makes this vitamin so clean and the taste.
Does anybody have any questions about the ingredients real quick so we can get you answered? Larissa, anything?
Do you know if the ascorbic acid is synthetic ascorbic acid? I didn't see you mention that one on the other list.
Well, let me look at my printout because I had all of the ingredients printed out. Hold on just a second. The ascorbic acid is like a, it's the vitamin C. They don't, hold on just a second. I don't think that's the one that they talk about being completely natural, but ascorbic acid isn't technically synthetic. So
yeah, it's usually from like corn or something.
Yeah.
No, it sounds good. The probiotics that it includes are really good ones, I think.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I agree.
Natalie or Erica, Martha, Brandy?
What's the age range for them?
The dosing?
So can Brendan,
Right.
can Brendan chew anything yet?
Oh, yeah,
How old is he?
18 months.
Yeah, I will say off the record that he can take a half a tablet if he can chew. It's not dosed that on the bottle, but the ingredients would be perfectly safe for him at a half a tablet.
What is the high range? Like, if you have a teen, would he be better to take the adult or the children?
I would put a teen on the adult, unless they're really, really small. I mean, technically we go by weight more than age when it comes to stuff like this. So if your teen's, how much does your teen weigh, do you know?
Oh, he's a big boy.
I would put him on an adult vitamin then, yeah. Yeah, our XFactor would be better for him, the adult one.
You have XFactor Plus in your cabinet already, right, Brandy?
Yes,
Yeah, use that one.
He could take that.
perfect. And then Ethan could take the other one, Sabrina?
Oh, ProBio 5?
Well, just Ethan would take the kids' version.
How much does Ethan weigh?
Like 70 pounds.
I mean, he could take the adult one too. I give Caleb the adult one. I think I'm only going to give Kendall this chewable and leave Caleb where he's at.
Okay.
Caleb takes 1 ProBio 5, 1 XFactor Plus, 1 Mega X.
Okay.
All right, everybody good with ingredients? All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. I want to talk to you about it being clean. I think maybe I can meet you guys again. For me, when I was looking for products for my kids before I started Plexus, and even still, and food, and Larissa shares this with me, but we just look at clean ingredients. And it's hard to eat out. It's hard to buy anything that's not clean, right? Unless you're growing your own, making your own. And that's one of the reasons Plexus has made this X Factor for the kids so good, because they realize that. They realize the kids are eating out, not eating healthy, not getting the nutrients they need to get. And so this X Factor vitamin fulfills everything in that gap that the kids are not getting. And so when I looked up a clean supplement, because we don't often think about the supplements or the vitamins that we're buying about being clean, but they need to be clean too. So when Plexus made the X Factor, there's no sugar in it. There's no common allergens like fish, eggs, peanuts, shellfish, tree nuts, soy, or wheat. There is no GMOs in it. And so, Larissa, you had talked about the absorbic acid, and that is normally made from GMO corn product. And so that is as dirty as it can get, right? So ours does not have that in there. There's also no dyes or artificial ingredients, colors, or flavors. So the color that you see in the X Factor, or even our pink drink, is made from the beetroot. So that's a natural substance too. So clean as can be. It's gluten-free and it's 100% vegetarian. When we talk about kids liking gummies because they're fun to eat, that kind of thing, there is sugar in there. There's 1 1/4 teaspoon sugar in every gummy the child eats. So for a whole year, for the child to just eat gummy vitamins, it's 4.5 pounds of sugar from their supplement vitamin. Are you kidding me? That's nasty, right? And as a whole, 1 in every 3 children are overweight or obese. And as a whole, kids get 50 pounds too much sugar in their diet every year. 50 pounds, that's quite a lot. So our vitamin, no sugar, right? So you can't compare that to anything else. I was looking at the clean ingredient list of a supplement, like I said, and most of them have dyes, food coloring in the supplement themselves. And dyes are associated with a host of effects on the brain, the central nervous system, and cells. And so everything that I look and I put into my kids' diet is no dyes. That's the only way to be, and ours doesn't have it. Another thing is the BHT, some of the preservatives, and those are in other vitamins. Maltodextrin is similar to that absorbic acid, and the Flintstones have that. The Flintstones also have, I wrote it down somewhere. The Flintstones also have soy lecithin. I might say that wrong, but that is an additive that is unregulated by the FDA, but is listed as a carcinogen and neurotoxin, and it's in the Flintstone Completes. Like, I just don't understand why all these companies think that it's okay to not have clean ingredients. And we have I'm going to see if I can pull it up, something to look at about what the other products are. I'm going to share the screen, and I know you guys can't see it, but I can talk it out. So if you can see the screen, it talks everything X Factor has that the other ones don't. I just talked about allergens. That's on the bottom of the list. But going at the top, we have vitamin D3 bone health support. We support the brain function. We have a probiotic with 4 billion CFUs. We support the gut and digestive health through those probiotics. Methylated folate, that's a big deal. You can see only one has those. And people are looking for that if they have the MTHF thing going on in their life. We have all 8 essential B vitamins. We support immune health. We're free of sugar, artificial colors, and flavors, so we're clean. We are 100% vegetarian, gluten-free, non-GMO, and we are free of common allergens. If you compare us to the top other 5 on this list, and I can send you the picture if you want it, I mean, we rank number 1. And why would we not use it? Let me stop sharing. All right. That was what I wanted to talk about with clean ingredients, because all of our vitamins need to be clean, as well as our adult ones too. So you could look and see if you're using something else, what's not clean in it, and compare it to what we have. Dina, do you have any other thing to share?
No, I don't know how the other ones tasted. You haven't gotten yours yet, Sabrina, have you?
No, I can talk about taste though. They were like grape flavored, the old ones were, and they were a little tart maybe. So the trend that everyone's telling us is they taste like a sweet tart. They're called Tropical Splash, so it's more fruity. I watched a video of a kid trying it today, 2 kids, they were adorable, and they wanted more, and mom's like, no, you have to wait till tomorrow, but they loved the taste, and they said it was kind of like watermelon, strawberry, who knows to a kid, but that's what the kids said.
Yeah.
And they wanted more, which is nice. All right, I'm unmuting everybody, see if there's any other thing. I got you, Larissa.
No, sounds good.
Martha or Brandy, do you have any questions?
No?
Nothing.
Dina, you said you tried them?
I did try them. So
And what is your taste assessment?
well, I can't compare them to the old one because I didn't know what the old one tasted like.
No, but just for somebody that,
They do taste similar to a sweet tart. They're not as sweet, obviously, because there's no sugar in them. But I liked them. I mean, they didn't have a bitter aftertaste at all because some vitamins have that bitter aftertaste. But I thought it was, yeah, I think they did a really good job on the taste.
What's the serving size for like a, middle elementary aged kid? Like, is it 2 of those?
4 and up is 2 tablets a day. Yes.
Okay.
And they can take
How
them
many are in a bottle?
How many are in there, Dina?
Oh, I'm sorry, 60.
Okay.
it's a 30-day supply.
Mm-hmm.
So Larissa, you could probably buy 1 bottle and work it for both kids for, 15 days, and then at day 10, day 14, buy some more.
Yeah, well, and like Sam is bigger and he can swallow the other ones, so.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, because they used to talk about the old kids' chewables that if adults didn't want to swallow pills, they could take 2 of the kids, right, Dina?
Yeah, I'd have to look into more of the strength of these. It may be more than 2 for adults. We may have to take 3 or 4 to get what we need.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. Well, we want to offer you a sample of the vitamin. So if you want a sample, just text us after we end it. Give us your address and we'll mail it out to you or when we see you. But just let us know that you want it or else we're not going to give it to you, okay? All right. Thank you so much for hopping on. And we hope to do a month about different products. We're going to do one of these every month about different products so that you guys can gain your knowledge. So thanks for everything, and we will talk to you later.
Have a good night.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.